from my perspective, having worked with people for the last couple of decades in nonprofit situation, helping them resolve barriers to keeping them successful in other areas of life, housing is one of those things that's a foundational an element of making sure people are successful in life. And so if you don't have a good place to live, you're not likely to be successful at work either. If you're homeless, you generally can't hold a job or keep your kids in school, or many of those other things that are vital to the success of a family. So when we talk about this time frame for foreclosure, I think it's always important to remember the human side of things and make sure that we are balancing the bank's interests and the family's interest. And we want to make sure that the bank has an opportunity to do what they need to do, but we also, first and foremost, have to have that human consideration of making sure that we are keeping families stable. And if we don't do that, to the extent that we possibly can, we end up paying a whole lot more as a society, and we end up with a whole lot of other problems for those families. So that is something that I think we always have to be mindful of. It's not just money here, and it's not just the condition of our housing, although those are legitimate concerns. We always have to keep in mind the impact on those folks who live there, and do what we can to make sure that we aren't perpetuating further destabilization in those families. What everybody here has said, there are limited dollars, and if it is a really important issue, it is incredibly important that we continue to hear from you, and that we continue to hear from people whose lives are affected by this in very meaningful ways. So I know it's been said before, and I want to be able to move on to the next question, but please keep advocating and keep your stories in front of all of us here.